There's a book called The Leadership Dojo, and it's by Strozzi-Heckler. In the book, leadership presence is 5 things: centering, facing, entering, blending, extending, which are all in existence all at the same time. In the book, he writes, or the authors write, what is centering? Each one of these things, centering, facing, blending, it's a commitment. So what does he say? He says that centering is an embodied commitment to self-knowing. Centering is this way of being such that what you're doing at all times is a finding out of what you're made of. It is an attention to what you care about. So centering is if you think about in the part of the body, centering is in the belly and the body, is that what I'm doing with my life, what I'm doing as a leader, is I'm really finding out what you're made of, what I'm made of. Centering is, am I who I say I am based on who I say I am? Right? Is, look, I'm up to this, right? And so, and I'm up to this in a way to figure out, is this really who I am? So centering is always, it's a commitment to finding out, is what I'm up to really what I'm up to? And am I showing up that way? One of the great Aikido masters, one of his students says, what's amazing about you is you're always centered. And he said, oh, my child, no, I'm not always centered. But what I have the ability to do is when I get off center is to come back to it very quickly. Mm-hmm. And the only way you can come back to it is there's a place where you're coming back to. You have to know where that place is, and you have to kind of have it as a nice home. And I think that's just been my practice through meditation or through breathing. A lot of people they stop breathing when things get. It's almost like just breathe, and then you can come back to center. So leadership presence is required to have others commit to you. So now we're breaking down, what is leadership? Leadership is declaring a vision others emotionally commit to. How do people commit to you? They commit to you because you are the embodiment of the why. So you walk in the door and you are your why. You've kind of left your, what do people think about me, right? Your ego's gone. Leadership presence is about connecting deeply with others. And the connection is what you stand for with what others care about. So when you really look at leadership, it's this connection of passion. It's this connection of care. It's being in the presence of someone who is taking a stand. Can you be the why? Mm-hmm. So can you actually embody? We use the word embody. Can you embody the why? And how do you embody the why? So that's where it makes leadership not necessarily just an intellectual pursuit. Because you're not going to get someone to commit to your future, right? The definition of leadership is someone who declares a future others emotionally commit to. You won't get other people to emotionally commit to a bunch of ideas. What they're going to commit to is you. You walk into the room and they go, wow. Mm-hmm. How you do that is you are always connected to that big why. And you own it, you embody it at all times. The formula for purpose, according to Richard Leiter, again, is gifts and passions and values as your purpose. Purpose is a verb, and your purpose is usually about others. So it's about creating a difference in the life of others. Leadership is an embodiment of your purpose. And centering is about being that purpose with others. So people, if they would live their life over again, they say they wish they would have been more reflective. They wish they would have taken more risks. And that they would want their lives to matter, right? That they would want their lives to matter, or they would have taken more risks so that their lives would matter, or that they would have made a bigger difference in the world. So they wish they would have discovered their purpose earlier in life. And I think for a lot of us haven't even thought about what purpose is anyways. But I do think that as you go through life, you're thinking, what am I here to do? Leadership presence is about centering and connecting to your center, which is connecting to what you care about. And most of us have no idea what we care about. So it's very easy to be off center. A lot of, we talk about time management, right? A lot of, I'll have a lot of clients, you'll have your staff will come to you or your team will come to you and go like, I just need to manage my time. What's the tool of the day? And the answer is always not the tool of the day. The answer is, well, what do you care about? What do you really, really care about? What are you here to do? And focus on that, and then your answers will come. But we're just, in this world where it's, you have to do versus, you have to be, we get knocked off center. Your way of being is your I am. Are we being our care? Are we being our possibility? Our way of being is the foundation for building trust, intimacy, and connection. So when you're being that, you will have the trust, you will have the intimacy, and you will have the connection with others. Okay?